Hello everyone, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Subnautica in our survival school series. So I've been doing some thinking about this series for the past couple of days. I even mentioned it in my last look ahead, which I believe came out last weekend-ish, if you're watching this live. And I just want to have a quick commentary about how things have been going so far. Obviously, I've been trying a great deal to kind of plan out what I'm going to cover in each episode, and maybe that was important in the very beginning when you're trying to really spell out all the steps that are necessary in order to have a good start and get a decent game going. But at the same time, I don't want to constrain myself too much to where there's not a logical flow between episodes and a logical flow between what I'm doing. If I think too hard about what I'm going to do each episode instead of just playing the game, it might not actually be as smooth an experience as possible. So going forward, what I'm going to try to do is still say, hey, in this episode, here's what I'm going to do. But honestly, I'm going to kind of come up with that on the fly rather than planning it out too much, because then it's a lot more fluid for me and I don't feel as pressured to do specific things in every episode according to some kind of plan. So hopefully that'll make the rest of the series be a bit smoother. The whole point is just to make it as enjoyable as possible as a watching experience and also as a learning experience for you, but also for me, because if I'm not having fun playing these games or if I'm trying too hard to make a series a certain way, then it'll show. So what I'm going to do this episode is we do need to make some beacons. And actually, hang on, let me pop out real quick and see what kind of supplies I might have in here beacon-wise. Okay, I've got some copper, that's good. That's a start for beacons. Also the creepvine seed cluster. We also need to make a power cell charger, don't we? Like I said in the last episode, we just have so much to do. You reach a point in Subnautica and you just feel like you're getting pulled in 50 different directions, and it's amazing because there's always something to do. But for now, let's see, I've got mostly full batteries, no dead batteries on me, actually none at all. I don't like that I have those creepvine seed clusters sitting right here. So maybe what I'll do is I will come out here and I'll drop these like right here. They'll just be in box form. I won't forget that they're there, and they won't degrade because creepvine seed clusters don't degrade that I'm aware of. We're also going to go hop in the prawn suit real quick. One piece of feedback I got in the comments. Ah, that voice is so cool. Ooh, that's a really fast. Holy crap, I'm not used to that. They might need to slow that down a bit. I can just spin around endlessly. Anyway, let me not make you dizzy. So, one piece of feedback that I got is that it turns out... Oh, this is so cool. Oh, this is so cool. It turns out that... Oh, hey, buddy. That is the most satisfying feeling ever. I just punched a fish in the face and it died. One of the little piranhas. It was gonna bite me. I had to leave it alone. Okay, so we're gonna have the prawn suit sitting right here. But one piece of feedback that I received was that the modification station that we've been going for has been relocated to kind of the mid-late game, unfortunately, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna leave the prawn suit right there, and I've got all the titanium I need. Let me go ahead and pay a visit to the beacon, to the fabricator real quick. That thing is happening where I end up being like low to the ground when I come into the base. It's happened a lot this series. I'm telling you, I picked a weird time. I'm just completely being transparent. I picked a weird time to do a Subnautica tutorial series because this last patch, obviously they've done 2 new patches. I started with the prawn update, but then they released Dangerous Creatures really quickly, unexpectedly. And it seems like just there have been some issues. Alright, so I should be able to make 2 beacons from this. There's just a few more glitches than there have been in Subnautica in the past. Obviously, it's an early access game, so you expect glitches, but a little bit more than I was expecting. Alright, that's taken care of. Love having that lantern tree in here. We also need to make some glass so that we can have windows in that room. But the base is starting to feel a little bit more like a base. Okay, we have 2 beacons. So, honestly, I need more than that, but that's enough to find another possible location. And one place I would like to go ahead and visit Hang on, we're going to need to find the Aurora in order to do this. Hey, Aurora. Perfect. So we're going to visit a location that I've kind of already been to. I have been there, but I didn't actually go into the biome. And when you are trying to get your Cyclops, which is the larger submarine in Subnautica, this is a very important location to know about. Also, it's a good location for harvesting lithium. I've already showed you one in this series. This is the other one that you might find in the early game. I need to remember that... Well, actually, I need to keep an eye on the power cell situation too. Actually, that's something I'll probably do in the next episode or two as well. I mentioned that in the last one, and the urgency has just faded from my mind in between recordings, but we really need to get our energy situation resolved. Because right now, unfortunately, we are losing energy at a rapid clip due to the fact that I don't have a power cell charger. Well, it wouldn't change the fact... If I had a power cell charger, it wouldn't change the fact that our batteries are dying rapidly, but I need to have replacement batteries. Okay, here we are. There's going to be some pop in here, kind of annoying, but that's life. So I'm going to come down here. Okay, oh, that's a giant salt deposit. Okay. Let's go ahead and deploy a beacon. We're going to call this the Mushroom Forest. I think there's actually another name for it, but I've always referred to it as the Mushroom Forest. We're going to call it the Mushroom Forest. Oh, don't need to look at upgrades. Go away. Okay, and now we're going to start looking around for the first pieces of the Cyclops. And hopefully they haven't been moved, but they tend to be just kind of giant chunks laying around this area, waiting to be discovered. See, there's some lithium on the ground. Lithium is just all over the place in here. So when you are in a pinch and you need lithium, this is almost a better place to come to than the first location, than the sparse reef that I showed you. So just keep that in mind, because lithium is everywhere down here. How am I doing power cell wise? Do I have an extra on me? Yes, I do. Perfect. Okay, there is... This looks like a piece of the Cyclops hull. Let me just look up real quick and make sure I'm not near any Reaper Leviathans that are going to charge me out of nowhere. And let's go ahead and scan this baby. Yep, Cyclops hull fragment. Actually, come to think of it, I believe I already scanned some of the Cyclops. Let's have a look real quick and remind ourselves. Yes, we scanned one piece of the engine. Up, there's another piece of the hull. Very good. Like I said, these pieces are just all over the place down here. And it's a matter of just kind of trying to spot them. The Cyclops has 3 different pieces. And each of the pieces, it has 3 parts. So you have to scan 9 elements to get the Cyclops all together. So we have the Cyclops hull. Okay, this looks like a piece of the Cyclops bridge. Yep. That's what this is. And then the engine is the one that's actually hardest to find. So it's quite good that we already have one piece of the engine. It's quite good. I just had an idea for where we might go this episode to look for the rest of it. When you're down here, you want to try and stay inside the mushroom forest, as it were. Because you never know when a Reaper Leviathan is going to swim up on you. They tend to be rather quiet, especially right now, as there are some... In the current version of the game, if you're playing Subnautica and learning how to play right now, there are some audio issues. There are. I mean, it sucks, but sometimes you don't hear animals coming when you should. And in the case of Reaper Leviathans, that's kind of something you want to hear coming. Okay, this might be a bridge fragment right here. Actually, that looks like it's a hull fragment, but I'll scan it anyway. That's a hull fragment. I need the titanium, I'll scan it. Let me just stay outside of the Seamoth for a second and look around. Actually, no. I don't want to drain too much power from the Seamoth. by having to, oh god, there's some terrible pop-in happening over there. What's going on here, guys? Come on. What is this? There we go. Oh! Hello. Okay, well, I just did a tremendous amount of damage because of pop-in that was that bad. I just took a tremendous amount of damage, rather. Actually, yes, and I did do damage. I did damage to that tree, which is not good. Alright, let's... I need 2 more pieces of the hull. And you know what? Let's go ahead and fix this thing, because I feel bad for all the damage I'm doing to my submarine. I'm sorry. Alright. Problem solved. Mostly. Okay. I'm looking over a 3-leaf clover that I overlooked B3. If I could do that in a Bugs Bunny voice, I would. Because that's where that quote is from. Oh, hey, there's a fragment. An old school fragment that doesn't have... Hang on, what's this? Power transmitter fragment. I think we already have... Yep, already had one of those. Perfect. I will show you about the power transmitter a little bit later, but that is handy. It's good to have. But I need Cyclops bridge pieces. That's what I'm here for. Hey, there we go. There's one. Actually, this might be a good spot just to swim up a bit and peek around. Yeah, there doesn't really seem to be any menacing creatures nearby. Lots of creepy sounds, but okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Why, thank you. Yeah, that song is from an old Bugs Bunny cartoon that I used to watch when I was a kid. It's one of the few where Bugs Bunny and Wile E. Coyote actually had a crossover. So instead of Wile E. Coyote chasing the Roadrunner, he was chasing Bugs Bunny. And Wile E. Coyote could talk, because you know Bugs Bunny can talk, so you need to be able to have dialogue. It was hilarious, because he was really pompous, and just, he had an attitude. He was exactly the way you would expect Wile E. Coyote to talk. It was great. Okay. I really don't see... I'm probably having more trouble finding this third piece than I've had finding any pieces of the Cyclops down here in a while. Am I being too timid? There we go. Okay, this piece is falling down the cliff right now. So we'll have to wait for it to fall. I don't know how it fell, but this is actually a piece. Hi there? What in the world is happening? Okay. So we've got the blueprints, we've got the bridge, rather, and we also have the hull. So at this point, let's go ahead and ascend. Try not to hit anything on the way up, including a Reaper Leviathan, because that would be unfortunate. Now, if I go this way, I'm basically going in a straight line off of the port bow. So think of the front of the Aurora, and then you just go straight left, basically. You might notice out of the darkness in front of us, there is now an island. And this is not a floating island like the first one we visited. This is a real island. Detecting massive energy signature in the region, cannot identify. Is that so? Not sure what that is. Haven't experienced that message before. But let's go ahead and get the flashlight out. Because it's dark. And I want to just be able to look for things here. We're visiting this island for the first time. I doubt I'll actually see any technology up on the shore, but it can happen. So while it's dark, may as well just look around here. Oh, that's a bird. The birds of Subnautica. There's definitely some lithium around here too, which is nice. That's a bird too, I'm guessing. I'll go ahead and pick it up. Oh, hi. Yeah, leave me alone, please. Leave me alone, please. That guy started swimming straight towards me. I was just wanting to peek into the water, and that guy just decided he wanted to eat me for lunch. That's not very nice. A couple of pieces of lithium here, though. Oh, hey, there we go. Here's another engine fragment. See, sometimes they're just laying up on the beach, like so. And if I can find one more, then I'll be golden. And we could actually start working towards having our Cyclops, which is nice. Although I really wish I could see a little bit better right now. That would be ideal. Okay, there's the final fragment. Perfect. Problem solved. Okay. Covered a little bit more in this episode than I was expecting. But I really would like a sunrise at this point.
Decreasing. Calorie intake recommended.
Calorie intake recommended, huh? How much space do I have on me? I should pick up some more lithium. I mean, there's lithium all over the place here. I don't even need my light out to find it. It's like quartz. It just sticks out in the night. I wonder what that massive energy signature message was. I know because I saw a screenshot that there is a gun. It's supposedly, I think, the gun that shot down the Aurora. It's like a massive, like, EMP rifle built into an island somewhere. But I haven't actually seen it in game yet, and it seemed to be attached to this island. But again, I don't have daylight right now, so it's kind of hard to judge stuff like that. All I know is I see a lot of lithium. And I want all of it. Here's some outcroppings. Basalt outcropping. Okay, power restored, all primary systems online. That means there's a sunrise coming. Perfect. So we're about to get some daylight. That was very well timed, game. I appreciate that. Thank you. Warning, emergency power only. Well, the base was coming back online. And decided not to. Okay, yeah, I don't see anything resembling a giant gun yet. So I'll tell you what, we're going to run this way. Because at some point I've got to get back to the sea moth so that I can feed myself. That's becoming a thing. But yeah, now we found... What have we done in this episode? We found the rest of the Cyclops pieces. And we visited the second island. And we laid a beacon at a new location. The Mushroom Forest. Which it may or may not actually be called. I'll have to look that up between episodes. Okay, inventory's full. I've picked up all the lithium I can. Yeah, I don't see a gun here. I know there is one somewhere nearby, but I don't see it. Maybe if I went up that trail, perhaps? Ooh, here's some diamond. Of all things to pop up right here. Tell you what, let's put this titanium away and pick up the diamond. Alright. Time to head out. Now I need to be very careful where I am right now because Reaper Leviathans are nearby. That is a true fact. So we're just going to head back. Also, energy is kind of low, so I need to be careful even getting out of the Seamoth right now. Okay. I think we've mostly escaped the area where we can expect to see Reapers. I mean, I could be completely wrong. But I think we're okay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go straight back to base camp. Because there are Reginalds swimming around near the base camp. And I could use a Reginald or 3 right now. For some food. Yeah, now we can think in terms of gathering materials for the Cyclops. It doesn't take a lot more in terms of materials, unless they've changed it, because it took a good bit of harvesting to... Oh, wait. Hello. Hi. It took a good bit of harvesting to... oh, what's this? Ah, Sea Glide.
Emergency. Starvation imminent. Seek calorie intake immediately.
Interesting. So you can find the Sea Glide in life pod number 3. FYI. Alright, starvation is imminent.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I need to get back on the ball. Heard a stalker coming after me too. That wasn't very nice. What did I do to you? Okay. There's Base Camp Alpha already. Not bad. One thing I'm not a fan of with where we placed this base is there are definitely some little piranhas nearby. I'm just generally not a fan of that. I would prefer there not be piranhas. I am anti-piranha in general. Alright, before we actually pick anything up...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I've actually got a good amount of stuff here. I'm going to have to make a new locker pretty soon. Alright, we should have some new water here. There it is. We're going to go ahead and drink that. See, having that water filtration machine is just magical. And now I just need to find a Reginald. I believe I saw some swimming around out here one time. Just look for that bright purple tail. And I know they won't be able to swim away from me because they're Reginalds. Hey, I see one. I see another one. Got him. Alright, back to base camp. And we'll be set. Hello, Reefback. I can hear you, but I can't see you. I do like that we built a base right on this drop-off, though. It's kind of cool. We need to do some stuff that allows us to enjoy that view. It's one of the best things about Subnautica is you can build bases that just give you tremendously amazing views of the area around you. Alright, got some cooked Reginalds.
Vital signs.
There we go. Done. And on that note, I will go ahead and cut this episode here. In the next one, we're going to start looking into making our Seamoth, but we also very badly need to make a power cell charger. That needs to happen, and we have the blueprint for it, right? And we've had it for a while, I believe. Yeah, there it is right there. Computer chip, wiring kit, glass, titanium. Actually, the wiring kit... Is it the advanced wiring kit that requires gold? Yeah, the wiring kit requires silver. So we're going to have to go silver hunting, but we're very near a kelp forest, which is where you can find some silver if you look carefully. So shouldn't be too difficult. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I upload new episodes in Survival School every day at 6 Eastern Daylight Time, which is GMT -4 for those of you not in the States. And comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next episode.